Good night, fellow punters. 8:20 on the clock on Monday night with a couple for tomorrow. No good on the over the jumps today, and a couple of winners in Newcastle. Paddy's Fancy was the biggest disappointment, I thought, today. It never sort of got going. The ground, I don't know what was the story with them. This is like October time of the year before you come into the winter ground, and in the spring. But I thought reading the ground last night that I had it half right, but I got it wrong with a couple of horses there today. That what was it? Universal Brook. That big horse like that would need cut of the ground, and the ground was had dried out way too much for that. And we got a better run from the one in the last race. What was it? Walking My Shoes. But that might pick up a race, but I wouldn't be going too heavy on it again. But Buxted 2, bit of history done. That's the fourth horse that has won 4 times for us. And similar to the other three were Earl's, Alligator Alley and Kiprios. We'll have to have a look because we're looking for number 5. The last time it won when it beat the horse that was second.
Under pressure, Buxted 2 being asked for maximum effort now by Paul Mulrennan to the near side, and Buxted 2's coming there to the near side. So heading down towards the final quarter of a mile, and towards the centre is Jubilee Girl to the near side, running real Buxted 2. The grey-headed type ridden is between them. Victory March and Casaluna follow. Green Planet's tailed off. Buxted 2 has got the lead a furlong and a half from home, and it's Buxted 2 by a good couple of lengths or so now, and is running on for Paul Mulrennan. In second place, Jubilee Girl, then type ridden and Casaluna, but this is familiar territory for Buxted 2 first. Buxted 2 will win again. That's 4 wins on the bounce. Buxted 2, the win.
When that won first time, I tipped it at 12-1 and went out to 20s and won at 13-2. And when it beat Jubilee Girl before, it was given at £4 and it beat it by a length. It was given at £9 today and it won by 3.5, one snug. So that's 76. It'll probably go up to 82 after winning today. So we'll see where it goes again. Mile 4 is no problem on that surface. I would like to see it running in, with say, Lingfield or that. And Chimeric won the 7 o'clock, hosed up. It was an awful pity that the other one didn't get placed even. And the one that was placed was a bus horse as well, Kraken Power. But Chimeric being only a 6-year-old, I was saying last night, it was basement stuff for that. The run behind Face the Puck Out last year was solid enough for him. It was never in as low before. But anyway, we'll go on to tomorrow. There's a very nice Mayor's Handicap hurdle there. And there's 3, well, there's 9 declared in it, but there's 3 very nice mares in it. And there's a bit of collateral form sort in it, but I came down on Notnowlinda. This was 5-1 here. I had it down as an each way bet, but it's gone in. But first time out in a listed bumper, it was third to Mullenbeg. And then it was behind one of tomorrow's horses, presenting a queen. And Touchy Feely, that was second. The horse that's favoured tomorrow was behind Touchy Feely. But Notnowlinda, well enough bred. I think it was bred in Galway, actually. But the step up and trip, it ran in the Ballymore race there. It was outclassed. But the last time it struck his head out and beat Billen's Legacy, and I think it was 30 lengths back to the third horse. 32 lengths. And step up and trip, I thought, would suit tomorrow. I'm not going to change. I had it down as an each way bet earlier. It was 5-1, but it's into 3s now, so a win bet on that. And then another skeleton horse is Boombawn. I'm going for this because it goes well fresh. There's a good back form. Very first time out it was when it was with Tom Weston. It was second to Theatre Lore, third to Bonbon. We backed it. Well, I backed it. There's a few times when it won at short enough prices, but it was odds against the night before. Second to Napper's Hill last April. Then it beat Teddy Blue, and Teddy Blue was placed in the Betfair Hurdle there last week. It was second to Impulsive One. And then it ran a bad race the last time. It seemed to be running like the 16th of October, 8th of November and 26th. There were 3 quick runs. And that was a decent race. You know, it was a big handicap race. First Street Gravitana, Teddy Blue. Like, it had beaten Teddy Blue prior to that. So, it won, or it goes well fresh. So, Bridget Andrews tomorrow. Gallis Macalo is probably the horse to beat, but I thought that was a win bet. And in Southwell tomorrow night on the Goo, we have an improving horse there, Thefastnthecurious. 2 runs back, it stayed on nicely in Lingfield. But being out of fast company, that ground would be too fast. You know what I think of fast companies, the more cut the better. And it's a different surface. It's not as soft a surface now as it used to be in Lingfield, but or in Southwell. It used to be for soft ground horses years back. But it stayed on. This was its first outing at mile 4. And with the step up tomorrow to mile 6, I thought it's 5 to 1 to be worth an each way bet. That's it coming with the black cap.
Off the bridle towards the right. Haven Lady's making some ground, and the Fast and the Curious is making good progress. The grey sleeves and black cap on the near side. So it's a Dosh who leads them now inside the final 2 furlongs, challenged by the nose-banded ring fence. Here making her move now is the Fast and the Curious. Haven Lady's had every chance, and ready to shine. He's picking up over towards the far side, but the Fast and the Curious has taken it up inside the final furlong, gone on by just over a length from Haven Lady. Ready to shine, though, he's running on well on the far side, but in the first time blinkers, the Fast and the Curious will hold ready to shine. Haven Lady was third.
The blinkers worked the oracle there, but it's down in we're up £3 for that. It's rated 70, but when it started off first handicapping, it was 76. But the step up and trip seemed to suit it the last day. And now there's a couple of last time out winners in it. September Power, but it's carrying Tin 2 and Master Grey. And Kitten's Dream was a bit unlucky the last time, but I thought at 5 to 1, 11 to 2 earlier, 11 to 2 that was worth an each way bet tomorrow. So that's about it. So I said the other night I might sing a song, and I might do a Johnny Cash song, The Man in Black. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you, because you're mine. I walk the line, as sure as night is dark and day is light. I keep you on my mind both day and night, and happiness I've known proves that it's right, because you're mine. I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, 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 I walk the line. There was no key change there. There should be a key change. Johnny Cash always changed key, but I didn't bother tonight. Bash the bookies, over and out.